All right, guys. So I am at a customer's house, and I don't know if I told y'all, but I pressure wash houses and do surface cleaning as well. If you've got a pressure washer, it's definitely a good service to add on, to your detailing business. I recommend it. Usually I can knock these houses out. The way I do it is I use chemicals to do the work. And so there's these tips, like most of the pressure washers come with the black tip, and it fans out, and it allows you to siphon soap or chemical, whatever, through the pressure washer, and it shoots it out at low pressure. So that's what I'm doing. But there's also a tip you can get. You can only get it online. I haven't been able to find it in any store. It comes in a two-pack called the second story nozzle kit. And so I've been able to do two-story houses without getting on a ladder, and a lot of them. And so that's awesome. Now, like I said, I've got the DeWalt 4,200 PSI 4 gallon a minute, which the 4 gallon a minute, that's what matters when you're doing houses, when you're doing the low pressure. That's what enables you to shoot further, with that second story nozzle. So I have that pressure washer to do 2 stories, but in surface cleaning. But today I'm going to use my smaller one, my 3,000 PSI DeWalt 2.5 gallon a minute, and because I've done some testing with it, and I know I can do a 1-story house, which is what this is, and it surprised me that it'll actually do some surface cleaning with my 16-inch surface cleaner. I figured, I would have to have a 12-inch in order for it to work, and it would work. You'd be able to do it faster with a 12-inch, because that's the thing. 16-inch, it'll work. You just have to go slower, than if you were using the 4 gallon a minute. So that's the thing, is if you're gonna, people know about it. If you're gonna get into house washing, you want at least a 4 gallon per minute pressure washer. The pressure doesn't matter. You can get a 4 gallon a minute 3,500 PSI pressure washer, and that's fine. It'll work. So, but if you had a smaller pressure washer like this one, that's 2.5 gallon a minute, I haven't tried to use it on a second story house yet. I think it'll do it. It just depends on how big how big the eaves are. Some second story houses are like closer to a 3-story, if you know what I mean. But you could definitely do a 1-story house with a smaller pressure washer, and you can do surface cleaning. Like I said, I'd recommend getting like a 12-inch surface cleaner with a smaller pressure washer. So anyways, I just wanted to, tell y'all what I'm about to do. It's currently 35 degrees. It's spitting snow out, or has been. It kind of stopped for now. But, if it's above freezing, I've got a job to do. I'm going to do it. So I'm going to show y'all the house here in a minute. Right now I'm putting some water in the tank, and, kind of warming up for a second. But I'm going to show y'all the house and show y'all, the process, what I do. And this one's not super bad. There's like one spot on the front of the house that's got some, algae, but I definitely want to show y'all that and show you how today I'm only going to be using, I take it back. I've got some 10% chlorine, but it's several months old. And even with it not being used and still sealed, chlorine will degrade it, so it's 10%. Who knows, today it might have worked its way down to 8%, 7%. So I'm gonna try it first. But I went by the store, because I can only get the 10% I was getting it from Walmart in the pool section during the summertime, spring and summer. But they stopped carrying it, obviously, when you get into colder weather. But you can use just regular, I think the highest you can get is 7.25%. Then you get it from, your grocery store, Walmart, whatever. Doesn't matter what brand it is. But point is, you get you some of that, get you some dish liquid, and put that in there, so you can see where it helps it dwell longer, it helps it stick and dwell, but also you can see where you're shooting, whereas if it was only water and bleach, you can't see when it's started siphoning and if it runs out, whatever. But yeah, you can use store-bought bleach. If this 10% has degraded and it's too weak to get it, then I will use the store-bought bleach. But I want to show y'all, how quick it'll work, how easy it is. It definitely can be easy work and good money in it, depending on where you live. So, I'm in north of Nashville, Tennessee. So, it's not like, super wealthy up here. It's like lower middle class, probably is what I call it. But anyhow, for now, I'm going to put y'all on pause. Alright guys, so just wanted to show y'all, this is basically the worst part of the house. As y'all can see, that's that and the gutters, which I'll show you in a second. But y'all can see that up there. But that, that corner, and then, everything that's white, I get back to bright white. Y'all probably can't see on the gutters. So, yeah, these gutters over here are worse. Y'all should probably be able to see this. So, you see all that, streaking and nastiness. That's what I aim to get off. And the process I use never fails me. Now, I will say, you'll come across, like, on this here. This right here looks like oxidation. I gotta put you on pause, getting a phone call. Alright guys, sorry about that. My phone died. Battery is finally acting up on it on me. I was looking on Amazon for a replacement battery. This is the S5 Active, and I've got a brand new Note 5. Had it for over a year now, sitting at the house, and I just haven't hooked it up, haven't swapped to it, because I just wanted to see how long this phone would go. It's been a good phone to me. Anyhow, so what I was showing y'all, was the algae and everything. So we hit that, let it dwell for like maybe 10 minutes. Probably didn't even take that long, and it had already broke it down and was gone. We do come back and rinse with just plain water to get the soap residue off of everything. But I just wanted y'all to see, y'all remember what that looked like before. So it's good. The whites are nice and bright again. This gutter, I don't know if y'all remember, but it was nasty. It was pretty bad. And I did have to hit this. I ended up hitting it like 3 times. Hit it, let it dwell while we go to the other side of the house here, and then when we get done with this side, I come back and I hit it again, and then I'll let it sit and dwell for like 5 minutes, and then hit it again, because when you're using the regular 7.25% bleach, sometimes you have to do that. If it's, pretty bad, nasty, sometimes you got to hit it multiple times. It's no big deal. This still, one-story houses like this still go quick. It's not hard. And then, so I talked to the customer about doing her driveway and her sidewalk, you know, little front porch thing. And so what I'm about to do, and I'll show y'all, I'm going to do a test spot. So when she comes home, she's not here, but she comes home, she can see what it'll look like, and I'll show y'all that. But there's that, and then, well, there's this, the pad for the air conditioner to sit on. But they've got this little back slab as well. So I've got a little wheel, a measuring wheel. Guess I could show it to you. You know, if y'all know what I'm talking about, it's just a wheel, and you just roll it, and it tells you, I think down to the inch in tenths. But you know, I just do it by feet, and so that's how I charge with. Sometimes I'll just look at it and throw out a number, give somebody a flat rate, and then I'll also do the curb, however much curb, you know, that goes to their property line, which where my tub is, that's their property line, and then down here to about where that light pole is, so I do all their curb as well. But you know, when I do bigger jobs, you know, I'll measure it out with that measuring wheel, and then charge, you know, so many, like, you know, this isn't my actual price, but, you know, 22 cents a square foot. And it completely depends on your area. You know, I looked up, you know, what the big guys are charging in my area, in the national area, and so me being a smaller operation, you know, I want to beat their price, but at the same time, I don't want to do it for nothing. So, hey, we're about to do a test spot right there. So anyways, I'm going to put it on pause, and I'll come back and show y'all when we do this test spot with the surface cleaner. All right, guys, so this is my 16-inch surface cleaner. Like I said, you know, with this size pressure washer, I would probably use a 12-inch. You can get one from like Home Depot or Lowe's. You know, they're plastic, but they'll get the job done. And they're a lot cheaper. I think this, I paid like $250 or something for this, you know, 16-inch surface cleaner right here. Nice, but you don't have to have that. You're just starting out for sure, and especially with this small pressure washer. But go ahead, Abney. But it's definitely, you got to go much slower or it'll leave tiger stripes. That's why I say, you know, if I was gonna, I just didn't feel like getting my bigger pressure washer out and swapping it and loading it on the trailer. But if I was gonna do surface cleaning with this smaller pressure washer, I would definitely get a 12-inch. But like I said, I've got that bigger pressure washer specifically for doing surface cleaning and two-story houses, and you know, so because like I said, I can do two-story houses with that not special second-story tip, and most of the time not have to get on a ladder. I think there's only one time that I've had to get on a ladder. And you would have just had to see the house, you know. Technically it was a two-story house, but really it was a three-story. Like, you just would have had to see it. And it was like a deep house, so, yeah, you just would have had to see it. It's hard to explain. But I enjoy doing the surface cleaning. I enjoy doing the houses. I mean, it's a nice, you know, change of things from detailing, and like I said, it's not bad money at all if you price it right in your area. You know, the two biggest investments people make are their house, number one, and their vehicle, number two. You know, vast majority anyways, I would say. So, you know, that's why I enjoy doing this is, you know, a lot of people look at detailing as a luxury. and yeah, to a point it is, but at the same time, it's like what I try to explain to people is, by the time I was like 22, I had already, had probably 20 something vehicles because I used to buy them and flip them. I'd buy it, have my fun with it. I usually bought vehicles that, I was interested in, but at the same time I knew would sell quick and easy. And, I would buy vehicles that were good vehicles mechanically, or, needed something very simple mechanically that I could fix easily, and then doing just a detail, a real good detail, full detail, and I would, make thousands of dollars above what I bought it for. And like I said, there were some vehicles, that's all I did was the detail. I didn't have to do anything mechanically. So it's like I try to explain to people, look, if you, say you buy a new car and you have me detail it, let's say, at least every other month, ideally every month, but, let's just say every other month, and to keep it maintained and keep it like new, and, let's say you end up keeping it for 5 years, and then you decide that you want to trade in or sell it. Now, I usually always, I'm for selling stuff private. Now, no, I've never sold stuff on Craigslist and had to do that, shipping across state lines, and where somebody's got to give up the money first. Right now, what he's doing is just blowing the excess dirt. You can see it rinsing off, just blowing that off. He just does it with that instead of going back and getting the nozzle. But since it's this small of an area. But yeah, like I was saying, if you keep a vehicle for 5 years and then let me cut this pressure washer off. But keep it for 5 years, and then if you kept it up, kept it maintained, looking like new, you're going to get more for that than somebody who hasn't taken care of it, and a 5-year-old vehicle that looks like it's 10 years old. So, same way with your house, like doing simple stuff like this, just keeping it up and keeping the appearance up and making it look, as good as possible. Like you care about your investment. You're making an investment on your investment, or investing in your investment is the way that, I explain it. So, but for now I'm going to put you on pause. I mean, we're done. I wish that y'all could see this when it dries, because it's an even bigger difference. Contrast, yeah, it looks a lot better. But, when I come back out here, because I'm pretty sure she's going to want me to come back out here and have it all done, I'm going to give her a fair price, good price. Y'all get to see it. If y'all watch that next video, y'all get to see the contrast. So, for now, that's all, and y'all be good.